Hey everybody, we are back from the Goodwill bins in Portland. I really like the Goodwill bins out there on Portland Way or Airport Way by the airport in Portland. It is, I find the cleanest, the most friendliest staff, and the people that go there are really nice. I've never had a conflict with anybody. They seem friendly. And so I enjoy that trip. I've been trying to make more trips into the Goodwill bins in Portland because I'm running out of actual fall and winter and Christmas inventory. I still will get the spring and summer, but I'm trying to put that in a pile at my other office for when I list in January. But I found some good stuff. Kevin and I came home with 4 full IKEA bags with some great stuff, and we came about four or five items that will definitely pay for our trip. Each one will pay for the trip. And then we had some items that have a good sell-through rate, which was what I'm going to share with you today. And so one of them is this shirt. Now, this is fleece, and some of them get mixed up with fleece and flannel. But what I found out that fleece is actually polyester and flannel is usually cotton. And so this is a fleece button up. And this is Legendary Whitetail. I've never heard of that brand, so anytime I don't hear of a brand, I immediately put it in my cart and I'll look it up later. And this had a good sell-through rate. So this had 110 listed when I put in a buffalo plaid fleece button-up shirt. There was 110 listed and 87 sold, and they sell for about $25. So I said, I'm going to try it because usually I do flannel. I haven't done fleece. So I said, what the heck? And the unique part is this has a corduroy neckline, which makes it unique. I really like the look of it. As this is a buffalo plaid, it's usually black and red or the squares like this. So this is really nice and it's really soft. So I shouldn't have any trouble. And I believe this is a men's medium, which I would prefer a large, but I'll take that medium and up. I try to avoid the small unless I really like the style of the item. And the next up is, so this was one of the higher price, good sell-through rate and high price. So they're really unique. You get the name over here, Bafflin, and these were called Base Camp Booty Slippers. And so these were in the description because I looked it up actually online instead of at first to kind of get what they were. And they were coming up as for campers, hikers, any hunting, anytime you spend the night outside in the cold. These are great when you're just in your campsite to keep your feet warm. They're nice and insulated. And I also saw these with somebody that did mountain climbing. You know, in the wintertime, they do a lot of mountain climbing and they're at their base camp. Well, that's the name of them. And so they wore these to keep their feet warm. And so these 6 were listed, 6 were sold of this particular style, the Bafflin Base Camp Booty Slipper. And they actually go for a really high price. So they went in where they were listed for $30 to $75. And then 44 have sold, 49 listed, 44 sold, and the average price listed was about $40. That was good. And then sold, the average price sold was about $40. So I'll probably list mine for about $39.95 with shipping, because I do everything with shipping. I don't do free shipping on any of my items. The next item, now this is flannel. And that's what I sell a lot of, but I've never heard or sold this brand, Flag and Anthem. And this is a men's large, which I'm very happy with. It's a nice blue plaid. And this particular item, 44 listed, 56 sold, and both listed and sold, they went for about $19 to $25. So I was happy with that. Now the other item is, and I'm more familiar with clothing, but I do try to pick up hard goods. This caught my eye just because I do like some vintage stuff. Like when I remember what my parents had when they were kids, and you know, I'm a good 50 plus gal. So, you know, I go back a ways. So this item I see a lot of these in the casserole dishes, this blue corn flour, but this I haven't really seen before. So I picked it up and I looked up the comps on eBay, and this is called a vintage Corningware blue corn flour 9-cup coffee pot, and there were none listed. There is a lot of the teapot 6-cup listed, but not this one. So I was like, oh geez, well, I hope there's some that sold. And luckily there was 7 of these sold, and they sold complete with this inside of it. So a complete set, this sold. And 7 of them sold, and they sold between $25 and $40, which I'll have listed somewhere over here or over here. But the other great thing is that this part sold by itself. 11 of these have sold, and they sold for about $22. So I can either do it as a complete or part it out. Now this is pretty dirty inside. I don't know if you can see that, but I think I can get some good scrubbing on there. It's not too bad on the bottom, but I'll see what it does if I scrub it out, if I get it really clean, because this alone, I didn't see any that had sold. So I may have hit the jackpot. This may sell really well, but this usually sold as a complete with this or this by itself. So I'm not quite sure if I could part this out. Well, I don't know. I do know that I could part it out. I'm just not sure what this would go for by itself. The next item is a bag, and I've sold a lot of canvas bags and wasn't sure what, Kevin actually picked this up, and it's called Fish Pond, and thought, okay, that doesn't seem like anything, but it's a fly fishing brand. And when I looked it up, I was shocked, to say the least. But I didn't know what to call this because it's unique, because it comes as this. I don't know if this is a computer bag, but it also has hidden, you can hide away these straps, but it has backpack straps. So I wasn't quite sure what to call this. So I called it a travel briefcase, soft case briefcase, backpack. I tried all sorts of lingo on there, or some keywords. And what I came across was there was only one of this that sold, one that was listed, and it went for $89 listed, and the other one went for $89 sold. But when you look up Fish Pond traveling or travel bag, there was 197 listed and 183 sold, and they sell for amazing money. Some for $299 on up if they're new. If they're used, they go into the $50, $60, $70, $80, up to $100. So they had some really good sell-through and really good pricing, real high price. So I'll probably do the same as what this particular one was listed for and what it sold for $89.99. Start there and do with shipping. And so those are the items that I wanted to share out of our 4 full IKEA bag haul that we got from the Goodwill bins yesterday. And I can't wait to get the stuff listed. All right, have a good day.